We need to talk about what's going on in the world right now. Lately, I've been feeling like the whole financial system has been riding on thin ice. Like the Federal Reserve has been playing Jenga with the whole US economy. I touched on a lot of things in my last video about why I thought the stock market could possibly collapse. A lot of the points I made are still very much a thing. But in this video, I want to reiterate those impending risks with more up-to-date information and also develop more on what actions I'm taking to prepare myself just in case things do take a turn for the worst. In the financial world, things you don't know can definitely hurt you. So it's absolutely important for you to know what's going on to protect your wealth and investments. So make sure to watch this video till the very end because I'm going to be touching on a lot of different things you should be looking at before investing in stocks, real estate, or maybe even crypto. I think it's safe to say that the rona, as Jeremy from Financial Education likes to call it, is the source of all this mess in the market. And with that being said, I think it makes more sense to correlate the possibility of more havoc on the number of rona cases being reported. If you look at the graph Google was nice enough to generate for us, I'm sad to say that things have not gotten better since my last video. It's getting more and more serious. More people in states like Florida, for example, are catching it, being hospitalized and dying more than any previous point in the pandemic. A lot of stocks are still on the rise up from the 2020 lows. Tech stocks have been nothing short of euphoric. The broad market has also been on a steady upward trajectory to the moon. EV stocks have also exploded, and we've seen a recent explosion over in the crypto space. All this is happening while we have issues arising over in Afghanistan, worsening supply shortages, rising rona cases, the Fed taper and inflation scares. You know that meme with the child on the swing while her house is burning in the background? At least I think it's her house. That meme has never been relatable more than today. I gotta say folks, this makes me very nervous. We can never predict what's going to happen in the markets, but even making an educated guess is becoming extremely difficult these days. I just want to remind you that I make these videos for entertainment purposes only, so please make informed decisions before taking any drastic financial decisions. I've been adjusting my investing strategy based on the most quantifiable metric to me right now, which to be honest, are the rona cases, the CPI data, and the job report. Don't get me wrong, I love it when things go up in the stock market. You make money, the neighbors make money, I make money, and we're all happy. But you can't forget, the same way things go up, they also do come down, and sometimes by a lot. Things have gotten so high right now that even I am asking myself questions. Just look at the stocks like Nvidia, Apple, Microsoft, and all of these other big names. I almost don't feel comfortable putting money in these stocks right now because of everything going on. It would make more sense for things to actually be on the downtrend. It seems like there's something new going on every day that just reminds us we're living in unstable times. In my opinion, if cases keep going up, some form of action is going to have to be taken by the government. And it just takes that initial pinch of fear to send everything spiraling downwards. Trust me, just like you, I hate seeing my portfolio in the red. But at this point, it's almost as if I'm bracing myself for impact. Beyond the news that the vaccine loses effectiveness, the rising hospitalization in younger people, we now have news that the eviction ban has now been lifted. We could be seeing a slew of evictions hit the courts in the next few months if help isn't provided to tenants. It's also important to note that a lot of companies have been reporting mind-boggling numbers since the pandemic forced people to stay at home. Namely the tech giants like, Apple, Google, Facebook, Microsoft, just to name a few. Apple, for example, reported $8 billion over the expected revenue, which is absolutely wild. We've gotten so used to these giants reporting crazy revenues that it's almost normal now. But there's going to be a day where these crazy earnings do go away. Out of nervousness for all these issues I brought up, I've personally taken a back seat as far as buying goes. I'm still bullish on the long term of the broad market, but of course, it wouldn't surprise me if we did see a pullback in stock prices around the end of the year if things do not get better. I've said this in my last video, but the worst thing you could do is try and time the market by selling out just by buying back later at the bottom. This method requires you to be right twice. Selling before everything drops, which you can't predict, and buying back at the bottom, which you also can't determine. Now, I don't know about you, but chances are you won't get the right answer twice in a row in this scenario. So I either sell out altogether or just hold and buy the dip. With that being said, I've been more focused on keeping cash aside for whenever that buy the dip opportunity presents itself. In addition to that, I've increased my exposure to a lot more crypto since Bitcoin's dip at around 29,000. Crypto has had a lot of negative catalysts this past few months, but recently we've been seeing a lot of positive catalysts pushing the price upwards. Not too long ago, it actually broke that 50K mark, and I believe as of this video, we're sitting at 51,000 and some chunk change. Cardano even broke past $3. I think it's still around there, maybe 290 or something like that. But just to put it in perspective, this is a new all-time high for Cardano. I still have the same views and thoughts on crypto since my last crypto video, which you can check out if you don't have a firm understanding on how it works. I'll leave the link down in the description, so make sure to check that out after this video. Now, there's been a lot of talks about how crypto might be a hedge against inflation, or really what influences its price movement. It's no secret that it doesn't get more volatile than crypto. If there's one thing I can agree on for certain, it's that we need more data to back any one particular claim. Another thing I absolutely agree with is the fact that it is a hedge against the loss of trust and devaluation of our current monetary system. With that being said, it doesn't get more uncertain than the times we're living in right now. Will the Fed taper soon? Will cases rise? Will there be a lockdown? Will the issues in the Middle East affect this in any way? These are the questions the average investor will probably ask themselves at some point. And I could see the appeal in selling stocks as soon as any or all of these issues become much more serious, and at least exposing myself a little bit more in the crypto asset class. So it's important to stay informed at all times and make sure you're not investing money for short-term gains, because now more than ever, it couldn't be further from a good idea. During any times of uncertainty, your number one priority is your job or business. Assets will always have fluctuating value, so make sure to keep your job and that income flowing in. Make sure to keep enough money to survive through tough times if you were to get laid off or if your business closes down for an extended period of time. Preferably between 3 to 6 months of an emergency fund. A stable stream of income coupled with a good budget is what will enable you to buy the dip and come out stronger during any period of downturn. But that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And remember, these videos are for entertainment purposes only. Invest at your own risk and always make informed decisions. Do not do anything drastic, or just don't copy someone because you think they know what they're doing. But again, that's all I have for you guys today. I will see you in the next video. If you enjoyed this one, make sure you subscribe so you can see the next one. And yeah, bye-bye.